Hello, it is Wednesdays with Chasey Poo. Today we are talking about what we thought about the community before we came out. So I came out, I realized I was trans in 2006, okay, I was 15. And if you were alive and conscious and remember things in 2006, then you remember that there really wasn't anything about trans people at all anywhere. No movies, nothing. The movie Boys Don't Cry had been out, I believe, but that's a very depressing ending. So I didn't really have a good standing and understanding of what trans people were, and the only kind of reference point that I had other than Boys Don't Cry was Miss Garrison from South Park, and that's not a great representation to have, honestly. So I kind of grew up understanding that men wear dresses and dress up like women and want to be women. I don't know, literally, I cannot tell you how I knew that. The only thing I can think of is probably because of South Park, honestly. Because if I think of everything else, I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why did I think that? Why did I know that? So, I didn't understand that you could be trans the other way. So when I ended up on YouTube and found a video of Jazz, who at the time was like 4 or 6 or something. Oh my lord, she's so old now. I saw her at the conference last year. She's just so grown up. I was like, okay, wow, you could transition so young. I thought you had to wait till you're super old. And I was like, but I'm already 15. That means like I already missed my chance. Now I have to wait until I'm in my 20s to be able to transition. So I had this very interesting concept of what trans people were, because once I landed on a trans guy's video, I was like, yo, what? This exists? The opposite exists? How does that even make women want to dress like men? And then I was like, wait a minute. My whole life now makes sense. So if oh my lord, if I was 15 today, okay, and I ended up on YouTube and found trans videos, everything is so laid out. Everyone's transitions is different, but there's like not a manual or anything like that, but it's beautiful to see that so many people transition differently, and they can transition at different times in their lives at different ages. So I definitely would have a different view of what trans people are if I would be growing up right now. So a lot of people are lucky that they are growing up right now with so much representation. I know that there's still a lot of hate and stuff like that, but in terms of like knowing what trans people are, I had no idea, and I struggled with my identity because of that. I struggled with my identity a lot. I was like, yes, I'm trans, no, I'm not, yes, I am, no, I'm not, yes, I am, and it was literally back and forth for like 2.5 years, and it was torture. It was torture to hear, like, to hear myself say this and to say, no, I don't want to be trans, that's disgusting, I'm gonna have a horrible life, no one's gonna want to be with me, my whole family's gonna leave me, I'm not gonna have any friends anymore. Like, literally, it was constant in my head, it was always that, and that's really not fun message to have in your head. So I really had like a really negative association related to the trans community and what trans people were. But after a while, I made some friends online, and I realized that trans people weren't this weird, disgusting thing that I thought I was, because I had so much internalized transphobia. I thought I was disgusting because I was trans and I couldn't change it. The feelings kept coming back. I'm like, I can't ignore this. It's here to stay. So I just kind of accepted it, and I'm glad that I did, but it was through meeting friends and meeting new people online. I didn't have any in-person friends who were trans online, that really opened me up to realize that, yes, okay, we are just people. We're just people, and we're allowed to be trans, and that's okay. So I'm glad that I was able to kind of switch that thinking. But yeah, so I wonder how old you are and what you thought of the trans community before you came out. I really want to know what you think about that. Please leave that in the comments below. It'd be really interesting to kind of know where all of you are standing from. That didn't make sense. I'll see you later. Have a great week. Bye!